So, Good Smile, more specifically their Figma line of licensed anime figures, let's just say recently they have been absolute dog shit. QC controls out the wazoo, overpriced characters, and overall useless DX figures. And while Good Smile is over here scamming you out of your money, we have SH Figure Arts actually trying to make good and accurate figures in popular anime for prices that actually don't cost an arm and a leg. Crazy, right? And even when they do, it's justified by the amount of stuff you get, accessories if you will. I shouldn't have to pay $300 plus just for a Figma only to find out that it's a fragile piece of shit, because I swear they use the cheapest plastic known to man. Now, I know most Figma figures, specifically the Berserk ones, looking at you femto, $500, hell no. Anyways, most of those are resellers / scalpers trying to, basically scam you. But still, you have certain figures that are horribly overpriced for almost no reason. What, because they come with a fucking shield? Okay, that shield's gonna break anyways. How do I know? Because the plastic they use. For example, let's compare the Figma Doomslayer to the SH Figure Arts Nozomi Tojo. Accessories, the Doomslayer comes with, I think, 11 pairs of hands, while Nozomi comes with 16. Doomslayer didn't have any swappable faceplates, but that makes sense because he's basically a faceless character. But here's where it gets me. The Nozomi figure is, I'd say it's pretty accurate to the source material from, I haven't seen Love Alive, but I'm looking at images, and yeah, I'd say they got it pretty close. But this brings me to the Figma stand. Oh god, this stupid stand. Is it bad? No, it's basically the same stand Metacos used for their JoJo figures, which I like their JoJo figures a lot, actually. But, oh my gosh. These stands are so freaking tight when you get them out of the box, dude. It's almost impossible to pose them. And then sometimes, if you're really unlucky, they'll snap, either in the figure or at the base. I would know that because when I used to have the Figma Astolfo, it snapped when I was posing it while filming a stop motion. So I had to sit there and just sort of give up midway through. Now, that might not be for every Figma, but every single Figma I've bought in has had that exact same issue. And it's very, very annoying. The most recent Figma I have is the Raphtalia, and that thing stand doesn't even go in. And you wanna know why? Because there's too much plastic in the hole where you're supposed to insert the stand onto the figure. For the price I paid for her, which was $111, dude, I shouldn't have to grab a knife, an X-Acto knife, and scrape the plastic out of there just to get it to barely fit. Like, I paid a premium price for this figure. I expect a premium figure. It's annoying, if anything. Alright, so we discussed Figma's, mistakes. Now let's discuss the things they've actually done right. Okay, first, almost all of their figures are extremely accurate, albeit some of them look a bit off, mainly the Sekiro figure. I'll pull a picture here. Yeah, not the best looking figure. But other than that, I'd say all their other figures look fantastic. And sometimes they can look good and not cost an astronomical price. Which, when they do that, is a godsend. Also, if you're looking to get actual decent prices on Figma, I recommend buying them on Plaza Japan or Solaris, but just beware, these are Solaris's resale prices. Plaza Japan's like an actual, decent prices. You can get the Figma Gaiba release on there for like, I think, $50, so... Okay, so we've talked about what makes Figma great and what makes them bad more recently, though. But let's see how Figma can fix their issues. First of all, please only make DX figures for like characters that actually need them. The Nezuko DX figure was not needed at all. What, because it came with a box? Okay, sure, why not? But the thing is, just overall, it's just a useless figure in general. Just, if you're gonna buy the Figma Nezuko, don't buy the DX version. It's more expensive and you barely get anything different. And I'll tell you a figure that doesn't need a DX version, Doomslayer. Give video game characters DX versions, or like, I don't know, Jujutsu Kaisen characters, so then they can have extra accessories, backdrops. Do that, and that would be amazing. And also use better plastic, because the swords and stuff you get with certain Figmas, Raphtalia, it's bad. They break so easily. Also, Figma, I know you made Nekopara figures, so why don't you make figures of these two, huh? Please. All jokes aside, if you're actually looking to buy Figma, I don't hate you if you like these figures, alright? I don't hate these figures. They're just infuriating to me, because they keep breaking anytime I so much as pick them up. And you might be saying, well, maybe you're being too rough on them. No, all I'm doing is I'm taking them out the box, getting them into a pose I like, and I sit them on my shelf. And when I get them into a pose I like, and then I want to go change it every now and again, then the friggin' figure starts breaking. They're too fragile for how much they are, alright? And that's my main issue with Figma. Also, the paint chips really easily, but that's an issue with all import figures, for being honest. Except for, like, Metacos. Because they actually make good figures. Check out the JoJo figures that Metacos makes. They're just better Figmas, pretty much. And they're also way less fragile. Overall, I don't think you should pay anything more than, like, I'd say 120 is the limit for paying for a Figma. Anything above that, and you're basically getting scammed. Like the Astolfo, for example, both of them are not worth almost $200 or $200. Because, first of all, the casual Astolfo comes with almost nothing. It comes with, like, 6 sets of hands, I'm pretty sure, 3 faceplates, and a friggin' horn. What are you gonna do with that horn? You gotta put it in your pocket. Not to mention the original Astolfo figure, the cape just never stays in, and that's like a common issue with the figure as well. You can watch videos on YouTube of people reviewing it, and that's a common issue. It's really Figma's fault for that. Okay, all in all, should you buy Figma? I'd say, to an extent, yes. It depends on whether you see the product you're buying as being worth it or not. But I'll tell you 2 figures to stay away from. Stay away from the Figma Slan, as the wings are extremely loose. Stay away from the Figma Astolfo, the original one. And the Figma Raphtalia, because all 3 of them are fragile pieces of garbage. And the Sekiro figure, because it just doesn't look good, alright? I never owned that one, but everybody else agrees, mainly Reddit users, but oh well. A lot of people complain about the face anyways, being ugly looking, so. Along with the Doomslayer, but the Doomslayer has arm fixes you can get on, like, Etsy, so if you don't mind coughing like an extra $20, after you paid $130 for the stupid Doomslayer Figma, then I guess purchase it, but that's really your only option. Because what are you going to do, buy the McFarlane one? That one sucks, you can barely move it. I'll be talking about some other stuff eventually, but until then, I guess a few months will pass before I upload again. Maybe not though, if we're lucky. If you liked the video, let me know in the comments below and leave a like. And if you really like the video, maybe you'll stay and subscribe.